My name's Jon Bowermaster, and I'm a writer and a filmmaker. I've lived in the Hudson Valley for 35 years, and one of my favorite places is the Kingston Point Beach, where we are today on a beautiful early fall day. I spent a lot of time on the Hudson, both for pleasure but also for work. In the last, overall I've made 30 or 40 documentary films, but for the last half dozen years, my team and I have focused on stories from the Hudson River, both looking at risks to the Hudson, ranging from PCB pollution to the risk of oil spills, etc. But for the last few years, we've been focused on more kind of optimistic stories, a series I call Hope on the Hudson. And we've just finished a new film in that series called WindShipped. It's all about this kind of quixotic dream that came from the mind of Captain Sam Merritt, who lives over there in Hudson, and had this notion that one way to reduce carbon emissions was to start deliveries by sail. So he sails his ship, the schooner Apollonia, from Hudson down to New York City every month during the summer and early spring and fall, and delivers everything from malt and grain to a printing press and red oak and pumpkins and anything you can imagine, all just based on wind and solar, which is, seems a little starry-eyed, but it's working. He's got full cargo holds every month, and it's one of the great things is bringing people down to the river, because they're coming to see him land and unload the boat, etc. And I'm very, it's a story that I've been wanting to tell for almost 10 years. Yeah, our next screening is on September 28th at the Hudson River Maritime Museum. The schooner Apollonia will be docked there actually that day, unloading goods brought up from the city, and we're going to screen the film at 7 p.m. and then afterwards the Sam Merritt and his crew from the Apollonia will be there for the Q&A. We'll do it in that barn right at the Maritime Museum, which is always a fun event.